We have just received a massive update about senior and disability benefits as the senator just came in front and said enough is enough. It's time to do something for seniors and disability benefit recipients, and we are talking about a surprise increase in benefits as senators pitch $1.5 trillion investment fund for Social Security. And what you need to know under this investment plan, you need to understand that this senator said that we always give billions and trillions of dollars to other nations. Now it's time to spend that money on our own seniors and disabled Americans. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about it. Moving on with the details, a bipartisan deal in the Senate has been garnering attention for a pitch aimed at shoring up the solvency of Social Security, as very soon Social Security will see huge cuts, and under this very important bill things can change dramatically for millions of seniors and disability benefit recipients. If you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI or survival spousal benefits, then this video is indeed very important for you, because we are going to discuss how this bill will increase your benefits significantly and how you can work at the same time receiving your benefits without any fear of cuts in your benefits. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So let's start the video with this big news, as a senator finally came in front and said enough is enough. It's time to do something for seniors and disability benefit recipients. Remember, if you are waiting for some sort of relief from this administration in the form of an increase in your benefits, or you are scared because you will see cuts in your benefits real soon because of Social Security insolvency, then this is a very important video for you. Starting with Senator pitched $1.5 trillion worth of investment fund for Social Security, and his argument is that we always give billions and trillions of dollars to other nations so they can survive and thrive. Now it's time to direct that money on our own people, such as seniors, disabled Americans, as well as survival spousal benefits. Moving on with the detail, a bipartisan deal in the Senate has been garnering attention for a pitch aimed at shoring up the solvency of Social Security. Well, few years from now Social Security will be insolvent and beneficiaries will see huge cuts, and that's the thing that millions and millions of Americans are worried about. Well, look at this. The idea pushed by Senator Bill Cassidy, and he's a Republican, as well as Tim Kaine, as well as Senator Kennedy, by the way, calls for investing $1.5 trillion over the next 5 years into an investment fund that would be given 70 years to grow. Well, this is huge because $1.5 trillion is a huge amount, and it would be enough to take care of that insolvency issue for millions and millions of these recipients and their benefits. It is something to save Social Security and to save the benefits flowing to the people, frankly, will either already depend on them or will depend upon them going forward, Cassidy told The Hill last month. Well, this is important, as this article is from Hill. I'm also going to link it in the video's description, so make sure you read it yourself if you need more context. Well, the senator have yet to release text for the plan. Cassidy said the government would create an investment fund separate from the existing Social Security trust fund, into which the government would place $300 billion annually over the next 5 years. What it would do, it will actually not just increase the benefits for millions of seniors, it will also take care of the insolvency issue that millions of seniors are worried about. And one thing that you need to understand, that this money would be invested into stocks, bonds and other investments, and Cassidy said it would be held in escrow for 70 years. Now, if you recently heard Tommy Tuberville, he actually called Social Security a scam, because he himself said that I invested nearly $1 million into Social Security while I was working, and what I'm getting in return after I retire, just $3,000. But You need to understand that still in 2025, around 5 million seniors receive below poverty level checks. And I'm pretty sure that one of you who's watching right now, you are receiving below poverty level check from SSA, which is quite a painful situation. We have billions and billions or sometimes trillions of dollars to give to other nations while our own seniors and disabled Americans are struggling. Any dividends being paid, for example, flow back into the investment fund as it occurs. We also repealed the law requiring that benefits be cut to match income. Kisidi told the Hill. This is also very important. Right now, a number of seniors are saying that we are not receiving what we supposed to receive because their benefits are not parallel to the current inflation. And if they go back to work now after 2025, means in 2026, they will actually cut your benefits or hold your $1 for every $2 you earn, which is quite a painful situation. And this is something that millions of seniors are worried about because they already know that their benefits are not parallel to the current inflation because inflation is going up. Because according to the recent report from Gallup, the prices of groceries are up by 21% in the past 3 years, and the increase, or you can say the COLA increase, that millions of recipients are expected to receive in 2026 is just 2.7%, just 0.2% above the 2.5% they received in 2025. But there's something that you need to know which can actually increase your benefits somewhere between $300 to $500. I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. The Treasury Department would be responsible for making up the payments for those 75 years, at which point the fund would pay back the Treasury Department and use its remaining funds to supplement Social Security payments, according to the Senate. And as I mentioned earlier, that the money would be invested in stock, bonds, and other investments. And you need to understand that Tommy Tuberville also said that if I would have invested that $1 million into the market, my portfolio would be around $8 to $9 million. And this is where this bill is really important. Well, this $1.5 trillion could grow as high as $13 to $14 trillion. And if you calculate it, it could actually give millions of seniors and disability benefit recipients around $500 to $900 fixed monthly increase. Well, the thing is that Bill Cassidy is a Republican and he is proposing this, and he came up with this legislation, and there are high chances that this bill would be approved. But there's an argument right here. If you remember that Josh Hawley recently introduced a stimulus check bill, or you can call it tariff rebate check bill, which is calling to give $600 to every individual and dependent and $1,200 to every couple. The problem is the Republicans are opposing this bill, and even though they know that Josh Hawley is a Republican, Bernie Moreno is a perfect example for it. A reporter asked Bernie Moreno that, are you going to support this American Worker Rebate Act, which is there to give $600 to individuals, $600 to dependent, and $1,200 to every couple? And Bernie Moreno said, no way, it's not going to pass. We have trillions of dollars of debt and we need to take care of it. And the money that we are receiving because of these reciprocal tariffs should be directed towards those debts. Well, you need to understand that the debt on US is more than $17 trillion, and we are just receiving a little chunk of it, like few billion dollars every month. So instead of using that money, and those tariff money is actually American people's money because importers are paying it, and if that tariff money should be directed towards American people, especially to low and middle class income families, then it would be a great idea. It will actually give them some breathing room right now, especially the inflation is here. But Bernie Moreno said, no, we are going to direct it towards that national debt. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this situation? Well, any dividends being paid, for example, flow back into the investment fund as it occurs. We also repealed the law requiring the benefits to be cut to match income, Cassidy told The Hill. The Treasury Department would be responsible for making up the payments, as I mentioned earlier, but you need to understand that Cassidy argued the plan would not add to the national debt, which is great, and currently stands at well more than $30 trillion. This is important because you need to understand that it will just just not help with the insolvency issue, it will also increase the benefits, not significantly, but a number of analysts and experts are saying that it would increase the benefits somewhere between $40 to $70 initially, and then it can grow to $500 or all the way up to $900 fixed every single month just few years from now. Cassidy estimated the plan could generate at least 70% of the borrowing required to pay the benefits over the next 7 decades, which is great. Well, if you support this bill, then let me know in the comments below what do you think about it, and do you think that this bill is a great idea to deal with the insolvency issue of Social Security, and of course it will also increase the benefits. But if you remember in the beginning of the video, I told you that I'm going to tell you about something which can actually increase your benefits somewhere between $300 to $500 every single month, and this is what I'm going to tell you now. Well, a number of lawmakers are pushing this administration to change the COLA metric from CPIW to CPIE. The CPIW takes the inflation number from American workers, well, which is completely unjustified and outdated because they need to analyze the seniors' spending. And now the CPIE, means CPI for elderly, will do the same thing. It will analyze the seniors' spending, means how much they spend on their rent, on their groceries, on their utilities, especially on their prescription, and the new COLA will be set, means cost of living adjustment. And according to a number of analysts and experts, it could actually give an increase to millions of these recipients somewhere between $300 to $500 every single month. And right here, I would like to ask you this very important question. Do you support this increase or this change of COLA metric? If you do, then write in the comment section, I support CPIE. Again, if you support it, then write in the comment section, I support CPIE, because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.